All right, so we got some interesting news here. This is in the New York Times. Moderna says trial results suggest redesigned vaccines can better protect against variants. Researchers combined Moderna's existing vaccine with one designed to attack the beta variant and found it provided a stronger defense against several variants. So now we're talking about brand new vaccines for the brand new variant. They're tweaking whatever they have to tweak in the vaccine in order to get it to be more effective. Moderna announced preliminary results Tuesday from a study of a coronavirus vaccine intended to protect against variants, saying the findings show it can design a vaccine that offers better, longer-lasting protection than its initial product. But the company said it was also testing another version of the vaccine that it expected would do even better, with results expected in late May or early June. The company's findings, published in a paper without being evaluated by outside scientists, offer hope that the nation will have a better vaccine by the fall when the coronavirus is considered likely to reemerge in force. Researchers at Moderna, other pharmaceutical companies, and the National Institutes of Health have been racing to figure out how to redesign the existing vaccines in time for new booster doses to be manufactured over the summer. Moderna's results are the first of their kind to be released. The vaccines from Moderna and Pfizer continue to strongly protect most people from hospitalization and death caused by COVID-19, but their potency against infection wanes quickly. Federal officials recently authorized additional shots for people 50 and older, citing concerns about waning protection against severe disease in vulnerable populations. Moderna said its research showed the promise of a so-called bivalent vaccine, even against other variants besides the two versions of the virus specifically targeted. In this case, researchers combined the existing vaccine with one designed to attack the beta variant, which was first detected in late 2020. They found the combination provided a stronger defense not only against those forms of the virus, but also against the Delta and Omicron variants, the company said. So look, when I read this, and this is just data from the company, and do not trust data just from the company. They have every reason in the world to fudge the data or lie or make it look different than what the reality is. You have to wait for independent verification. Now, once you get independent verification, it's verified. So don't let your skepticism become cynicism, because cynicism is stupid, skepticism is intelligent. So don't accept what they say, but if it gets independently verified, then cool, okay? But it looks to me like what's going to happen now is we're going to have a situation with the COVID-19 vaccine where it's like the flu shot, where basically every year you go and it's one of the shots you get. You get the flu shot, you get the COVID shot. They might even put together the flu shot and the COVID shot in one. And this was something I had learned about previously, like, oh, they might update the vaccine for the new variants, but I didn't know if the regulatory procedure was too onerous in order to get that done in time where you truly are protecting against new variants, or would we be like 3 variants in the future when you finally get the vaccine for 3 variants ago? But it looks like whatever the regulatory procedure is, they found a way to fast track it in a sense. And so, like I said, every year or every other year or whatever, you might go and get a flu shot and get a COVID-19 shot, and it'll be updated on a regular basis. That's what it looks like to me. And I think there is going to come a time when that's just the norm. Now, I will say, and this is not, I'm not basing this on science, I'm just basing this on my own perception of the situation. The spacing out shots like 3 months apart, you know, like I got a booster and I got another booster. I'd like to see some long-term studies on that shit, because I don't know if that's the right way to go about it. I don't know. It's very possible that that also has unintended consequences and side effects as a result of it. So I'd like to see some studies on that, because I see no issue with people getting it like it's the flu shot, but you know, you would expect like a year apart or something like that. But they do say that it wanes quickly. The protection wanes quickly. And again, what's happening now with the vaccine and what we've seen is there was a time when it really did help prevent even spreading from person to person. Now we're kind of at a position where there's very little protection to help spreading from person to person, but it does just provide you with over 90% protection from severe illness, hospitalization, and death. And so maybe they're trying to create a vaccine that also gets to that point where, hey, let's protect against spread again. So, and you could argue that since the window is limited, you'll get sicker for a shorter amount of time when you get the vaccine, then by definition, you're limiting the spread more, which is fair. It makes sense, but still the numbers overall are not very impressive with the original vaccine formulas to prevent the spread of the newer variants. And so obviously they're working on that and they're trying to update it. But again, don't take this with a grain of salt because it's directly from the company, and we've seen previously the companies have fudged the numbers and tried to make the vaccines look better than they are. You have to wait until you get independent verification and independent studies on it. But my guess is we are going to see a situation where there's going to be constant updating of the COVID-19 vaccine to keep up with the new variants, and you're eventually going to end up getting it every year, sort of like a flu shot. And that's where we go from here. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.